Hello there and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm George, of course. Welcome along to the channel. Welcome back to the channel, everybody who who has watched again and reviewing, looking back at the game. 1-1 draw. It ended between Leeds United and Coventry City at Elland Road. Extremely frustrating, this one. Very, very, very frustrating. We now sit still 10 points behind Ipswich. They drew 2 apiece earlier on in the day with neighbours Norwich at Portman Road. So yeah, at this point, I think playoffs is probably the end. It's the end, and you say that's not even Christmas yet. It's nearly Christmas, isn't it? But I don't see us eating up that gap yet. We might even beat Ipswich next week. I don't know. Whatever, it's at Elland Road. You always fancy his chances. Today, for me, I had it down as a win. Obviously, I think a lot of people would have, and it should have been. It should have been that, and we'll unpack it now and get your thoughts in the comments there below. Myself, yeah, extremely frustrated. Not happy with, in particular, the defence and the manager really as well. But we'll get into it. We were unchanged for some reason. If it were me, I'd have made changes. And the team looked tired in the first half. Coventry, who clearly come with a game plan. I've called it anti-football. I think it definitely was. And Coventry fans, anybody watching, I know you'll be, celebrating it probably like a win, this one. That's how poor they were. But that's the way they want to play football. That's up to them. But that was the way they came to set up. Long balls, hoofed it forward. They weren't good at all. Didn't really stick with Sims in the first half at all, although he looked like a strong lad, similar sort of build maybe to Georgie, our lad up front, but big strong fella, but it didn't stick with him at all. And they did actually have probably the best chance of the half. Cold effort from Sheaf. Easy save for Melier, but we weren't up to much first half at all. We were up to much the whole game, to be fair. I thought that Jorginho Ruta had one of his worst games, and that's probably including last season as well, in a Leeds United shirt. Very, very poor, very frustrating to watch. Nothing came off for him in the first half, although he was marshalled very closely by the Coventry defence. Not marshalled well, I must admit. I think there was a lot of, again, the dark arts come into play, weren't they, from Coventry, which the referee didn't really take any notice of, did he? But there was a lot of, which, it's SHIT housing as well as being sort of trying to manage the game against a far better opposition than yourself. So you've got to come and play that kind of game almost. But it wasn't good from Coventry. Like I said, I don't think the referee picked up on a lot of what was probably going on in there. But it gets to 0-0 at half time, and you think, come on then, second half we go out, we get better, we improve, and we probably win the game. But we did improve slightly. I felt we're a little bit more quicker, a bit more tempo about them in the second half, early knockings of it. We get a goal in the 57th minute of the game. Crescencio Somerville puts us 1-0 ahead. Finally, something comes off for Jorginho Ruta as he places the ball through into the penalty area for Chris Somerville on the left-hand side. It gets a little nick off the defender. Somerville puts it in for 1-0, and you think there it's a nice enough finish. His 10th of the season, into double figures now, Chris Somerville. But you just thought then, manage the game, get a second if you can. I thought maybe we should have made changes at half-time. Farke is starting to frustrate me, as I'm sure he is a lot of other people, but he didn't make any changes half-time. It looked as though the game was heading probably for a win. I think, again, Coventry, we were putting them under a lot of pressure. Yes, they were defending well, packing the box, packing the areas that we were dangerous in, but weren't really looking like any sort of thing attack-wise. And then, they throw the ball into the box from a cross in, deep, sort of halfway in our half. And Archie Gray and Pascal Strauch have gone to sleep. Again, it's not for the first time this season. Either of them or both of them have gone to sleep and Thomas gets above them and heads it in. You knew he was gonna score that because again Melier, there's no communication between the three of those guys, none at all. For me, Melier's not really at fault. You've got to leave his centre backs or defenders to deal with that. Strout gets caught under the ball. Archie Gray's not close enough to his man. Melier can't really come and you might say Melier come and clean them both out or three of them out and get the ball, but he didn't do that. He decided to stay on his line, um, and um, and that was it. It was in, and that was 66th minute of the game, and Leeds United went straight for it. Then I think Daniel Farke again. Substitutions are all wrong, man. They really, really are. It was just throw it on, try something else. Let's not just throw like for like. Let's see what we're doing and try something else. But it's throw all them on. Even Gelhardt got on the pitch. I don't know how he's still playing really for us, to be fair. Doesn't offer much at all. I'd have liked to seen Anthony maybe. That would have been probably the better sub to make. I think Dan James had a poor game and probably should have been whipped off. He ironically has the best opportunity at the end of the game to give us the win. The ball comes through to him, but I think Thomas just does enough to put him off, and he puts it wide. Little bit of handbags at the end where Casey Palmer, who came on, had a chance, didn't he? Had a shot straight at Melier, but bit of pushing, got himself a yellow card, and then there was a little bit of something a bit naughty at the end of the game where Creed Somerville takes exception to something that Thomas has said. It's a bit of pushing, lots of pushing, and then a little bit of a scramble there, silly stuff. But I don't know what will come from that. But the bottom line is Leeds United come away from that with a 1-1 draw. Coventry are absolutely buzzing. I think they've won the game by the way they're celebrating that one from the look of it. But I suppose you would be happy with that, the way they came. They defended well. They scored with their only chance. Really, you would say it's very disappointing from a Leeds United perspective, and there's got to be questions asked of the manager really, on particularly why did he start with the same 11. I thought Jorginho Rutter had a horrible match, especially in that first half, but nothing was really coming off for him. Joel Perot was again a ghost, again like he was on Tuesday. Not doesn't add much at all. You have to say we have to go out and get ourselves a central attacking midfield player in at number 10. You have to say in January it's a must. It's a must. Joel Perot, if you're not going to play him at 9, don't play him at all. And you know what I mean. He's offering nothing to the team, in my opinion, a lot of the time. Nonto looked pretty lively, but again, it was the same old story of Cree and Nonto both being just cancelled out by defenders, and very, very frustrating night. And to me, that's as early as, like I said, as early as Christmas or even before Christmas, that's top two dead, top two done. For me, Ipswich and Leicester go up. Even if we beat Ipswich on Saturday, we're going to have to be a hell of a lot better than that. It's just too tepid, too boring, too slow football. We should be putting teams like that to bed, really, who come and play anti-football. You put them to bed and you say, there you go, we've have that type of football. But they got something out of it today. They'll be happy. Let me know if you're a Coventry fan or you went to the game or anything. Um, and yeah, just any Leeds fans, what do you think? Where do we go next? I mean, we need to. It's two without a win now. It just looked like the start of the season to me. These sort of games where we couldn't break teams down at home. Sheffield Wednesday, um, West Bromwich Albion, both came and played like that. It seems like the way to come and play at Elland Road, or whether they play like that in the home games or other games, I don't really know. But yeah, we should be coming and beating teams like this today. Um, you know, but we didn't, and that's the bottom line. It's a draw, and these sort of games will cost us automatic promotion. Have cost us automatic promotion, in my opinion. It's probably the playoffs from here, and probably defeat, isn't it? In the end, I know I'm being pessimistic and that, but it's hard to be positive about a game like that really today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel if you like. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.